I'm Libby Znaimer from Zoomer Media. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So you seem to have a special knack for pulling it out when you really have to. What's going on in your mind when you're doing that?
Yeah, these last 3 matches were pretty crazy. But that's just how tennis goes. You have to find a way. Sometimes you're not going to play your best tennis, so you just have to find a way with what you have that day, and I think that's what I've been doing these past couple matches.
Hi, Bianca. Congrats on the win. You're one of 5 Canadian women to make the Rogers Cup quarterfinals. Given where you've been the previous 5 months, only playing 1 match, struggling with injury, does this make this feat extra special for you?
Yeah, of course. Being off for that long and coming into the Rogers Cup and getting into the quarterfinals means so much to me. But at the same time, I'm not surprised because I've been playing a lot of matches, especially at the beginning of the year, so I gained a lot of experience from that. And this time off actually really helped me. I figured a lot of things out, and it's showing on the court.
Bianca, how would you assess your performance today compared to your first 2 matches of the tournament? And does making the quarterfinals exceed even your expectations given how much time you've missed?
Today, I think I played better than my other matches, especially in the first set. I was on top of the ball, every ball. My serve was really effective as well. But as expected, Kiki came back. That's what top players do. They try to figure out what was going wrong, and she flipped the switch a little bit in the second set. And the same thing in the third set. I was up 4-1, and then she started playing better. I let my guard down just a little bit, but I'm really happy with how everything turned out in the end. I just fought, and that's all that matters to me.
Congratulations today. Through all this success that you've been having, what's been one of the biggest sacrifices you've made to kind of get to where you are now?
I don't really call them a sacrifice because I chose to do this, and this is what makes me the happiest, so I really don't consider it as a sacrifice. But if it were, I would say I somewhat missed having the experience of being, I guess, a normal teenager. I don't want to say it in that way, but that's kind of what it is. But I really don't regret it whatsoever because this is what I love to do. So,
Bianca, you played 3 stylistically very different players through these first 3 rounds. What sort of adjustments have you had to make? And with the short turnarounds, how much game planning can really go into that, and how much of it is just adapting on the fly?
Being prepared is the best thing, the best weapon you can have. Before matches, I always study my players, my coaches as well, and we always make sure to sit down before the match just to go over the game plan. Because if you perform the right tactics, if you know your opponent really well, then you have more chances of winning. So that's what I've been doing. And yeah, these past 3 matches were very different from each other, but it's just little it's just little tweaks between matches that I make because, like I said, they're different players.
Bianca, coming into this week, what would you have said would be a good performance from you, and does that change at all now?
This is a pretty damn good performance I've been putting up right now. I wasn't expecting it, really. I had 0 expectations going into this. I was just really happy to be back on court. But I can't complain right now. So maybe I should just keep having 0 expectations, and then everything will be fine.
Bianca, you said you're aiming to win Rogers Cup. Would Simona be one of your most favorite opponents to play against in the final? And how special would your parents and Coco being there be for you?
Yeah, I mean, I really look up to Simona. She's an incredible athlete, player, and person. So yeah, playing her would mean a lot. Yeah, just coming from Romanian roots, it would be a huge thing in Romania for sure.
Bianca, a couple questions. First is, a lot of times when players take a long layoff, when they come back to their first big event, they don't really know where their game is in match, and also against competition. So how much were you doubting a little bit whether your game was there at the start of this event? And then the second one is, what's been your hype jam throughout the tournament?
To answer your first question, before the tournament, I was feeling really good, just practicing. I felt like I didn't really lose much feel of the ball. But practice and matches are a totally different thing. So I was just going out there and I tried to implement what I've been working on, and it's been showing. So I'm really pleased with that, and I'm pleased with how my body's holding up as well, especially after yesterday's match. If anyone had that question, I already answered it. You're welcome. And my hype up jam for this tournament would be Ric Flair Drip by, I think, the Migos.
Bianca, you faced, I believe, 8 break points in the second set. You were able to save triple break point on one game, double break point on another. What's kind of going through your minds as you're going through these crucial moments of the match where, if you let Kiki break serve, obviously the whole outcome of the match could turn out a lot different?
Yeah, her serve is very, very good. I made sure to hold as much as possible. Honestly, can you repeat that question? Because I don't know what you asked me.
Yeah, you saved 7 break points in the second set. What's kind of going through your mind as you're,
Okay.
you're just trying to hold serve and not let the door open or Kiki get back into the match?
All I can say is that I just try to stay in the moment as much as possible. I know she has a really good serve, but I also have a really good serve sometimes. So I just tried to hold as much as I can because her serve is, like I said, really good.
What do you think when you reflect on everything you've accomplished in the last year, and what are your hopes for the next year?
What I've accomplished this year has been a dream come true. I've been working so hard for this moment, and all I can say is that it's all worth it in the end because this is what I've dreamt of. And yeah, for the next couple of months, or I'd say my goals for the end of the year would have to be to break the top 10. I really believe that I can do that. And play in the WTA Tour Finals.
Bianca, while you were off, what was the most frustrating moment?
Not playing. And just watching everyone play and do well. It's the worst thing for an athlete just to sit on their ASS for weeks. Like even 2 weeks being off really sucks, but I mean that's part of the sport. That's what I signed up for. That's what every athlete signs up for, but it's just how you bounce back and the way you deal with it that really matters.
And Bianca, you play now with Karol Pliskova tomorrow. Consider another big server that you're dealing with at the Bertens today. So just your thoughts now, since you're at this stage, to play against her and how she has to deal with your serve too.
Well, I guess this match was a good warm-up for tomorrow's match. I think I worked a lot on my return today. But yeah, I'm gonna study her, study where she likes to serve too, just so I can be ready for those return games because every point is important. So I'm trying to get as much as I can.
You're talking about studying your opponents with your team. So is there any sort of data analytics that you look at, you use, or is it just about manual, scouting through videos and, looking at matches up front? So because today almost every sport, looks at a lot of analytics and a lot of data out there. So any thoughts on that?
Yeah, my coach knows this platform where it shows, I don't know what it's called, but it shows where the opponents serve and where they like to return the most. And yes, is it player analyticals? Oh, tennis analyticals, yes. That has been helping me so much. Yeah, shout out to that guy. All good?